There was a man that you were used to seeing. Not someone that you spoke about, and not someone important on paper. He was just there, up on the ridge above the Calder Valley. And if you took the path long enough, you'd pass him, sooner or later. And he knew the land, not in a way that you'd write down, but in a way you trusted. Where it held, where it slipped, and where a wall had gone soft after rain. And then, one day, he wasn't there. Now, at first it didn't mean much. People don't keep count. I mean, not like that. But a place like that, a small place, you notice patterns before you notice people. And someone took the ridge. And they didn't pass him. And then someone else. And then someone said, "I've not seen him." After that, you start to realise how often you had. They looked. Properly looked. Paths, walls, edges of the moor. They called his name, though not loudly, as the sound it carries differently up there. Nothing came back. And days passed. And in those days, people began to speak about where he used to go. Not as fact, but just mention. He'd be up that way. He walked that line. He knew that ground. And one place, it came up more than the others. It was a stretch of ridge where the grass thins and the ground breaks through into stone. It wasn't new, I mean, that's the thing. It had always been there. But once people started looking, they didn't look at the path. They looked at the stone. At first, there was nothing to it. Just weathered grit. Edges worn by years of wind and rain. Then someone paused, only for a moment, and said, "There's something in that. Not clearly, not certain, but just enough. A brow, if you stood at the right angle. A line that could be a cheek, or nothing at all. But once it was said, others saw it too. Not all at once, and not agreed. Just noticed. And after that, no one stood there too long. They passed, but they didn't linger. And if they stopped, it was a step back. Not away, just not close. And the path shifted, slightly. Not enough to mark it and not enough to name. But it was enough that feet didn't fall where they used to. And over time, that stretch of ground became where he was. No one mentioned it directly. No one needed to. Because in a place like that, when something fixed goes missing, it doesn't stay missing for long. It settles into the land. And once it settles, people stop looking for what they lost. Now the ridge is still there, and the stone hasn't changed. But if you take that path, and you know where to look, you might pause without meaning to, just for a second, as though you've come across someone that you weren't expecting to see. And for a moment, you're not sure whether you have or not. Giles, signing off. And not everything that goes missing stays that way.